Hey there, Matcha lovers. Welcome to Matcha and Ministry. Ever felt like you fell short and wondered if God's love was still there for you? Today on Matcha and Ministry, we're diving into a story that will blow your mind. We're talking about God's crazy, unconditional love, even when we mess up big time. Think Hosea and Gomer, a love story like no other. Let's chat about how God's grace is always there, waiting for us no matter what.
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I also will reject thee. As I was reading this and hearing this in our lesson, it amazed me how that day so mirrors what we are going through on today. And even one translation says a spirit of prostitution is in their hearts. Not just that they are acting on lasciviousness, not just that they're acting on immorality, but the word says that it was in their hearts, embedded in who they are. And as we look on the landscape of today, we can see it. And so, because there were such whoredoms in that nation, the Lord had a prophet marry a prostitute. The prophet Hosea, he had to marry Gomer just to mirror his relationship with the nation of Israel, so that he could see or feel what it felt like to be him and to have a covenant with someone that keeps going off and whoring with someone else, that her affections aren't to you, but it's to other people. Just like Israel's affections, they had a covenant with God, but their affections weren't with God. They were to other people and to other gods. And even as we look today on the landscape of the world, and even sometimes inside of the church, our affections often aren't connected to the covenant maker, to the God of the universe. We have gone off and idolized things that have no power, that have not been true to us, that have not saved us, does not keep us, does not offer us any kind of lasting satisfaction. But we have left our first love. And that was so impacting to me, because how many times, even in our own lives, do we take for granted the mercy of God? Do we take for granted the faithfulness of God? Do we take for granted the love of God? And we chase fleeting things, whether it's fame or whether it's fortune or whether it's being recognized, being seen wonderful in the eyes of man, neglecting to be seen wonderful in the eyes of God, who created us. And so I want us to take some moments to reflect on our own lives. And even me, as I was going through this lesson, I'm like, Lord, purify my heart. Don't let me have esteem for anything greater than I esteem you. Don't let me look for affirmation for anybody higher than I esteem your affirmation. Don't let me listen to the voices of men more than I listen to your voice. So it makes us ever more mindful that the thoughts and opinions of people are fleeting and are fickle, but the everlasting love of God stands the test of time. And we have to remember that. The Bible says, and we can see it even happening in our days, is everything that can be shaken will be shaken, so that the things that cannot be shaken are the only thing that will remain. And the only thing that will not be shaken is the love of God. And so we have to make sure that our hope is anchored in him. Our hope is connected to him, that we see him as our source for everything. Because when I tell you, people are fickle, just like they did Jesus, they will say, Hosanna, Hosanna on one Sunday, and then on that Friday, they'll be saying, crucify him, crucify him. So we have to make sure that we are anchored to the one who loves us.
Thank you so much for watching this episode of Matcha and Ministry. We hope you found it inspiring and encouraging. If you'd like to dive deeper into this topic, you can watch the entire live Bible study by clicking the link below this video. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode. See you next time.